Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto markets. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, meme coins, and of course, NFTs. Today, we are going to discuss the continued crypto pump, whether or not this is the true kickoff to alt season, and what plays we are making on the back of this run. GM, thank you for joining us. If you're listening on Spaces, give us a like, give us a comment, give us a retweet if you want. Help push us in the algorithm. We appreciate you. Leave us some comments as well. If you're watching on YouTube, give us some comments as well. We're going to be talking about some stuff. Give us tokens you want to talk about, what you want to see, what you want us to talk about today. I'm joined today by Easy and Kix. Kix, it's been almost a week. We've had quite the run since last week. How are you feeling today?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm chilling. Prices go up. I'm trying not to get euphoric because then you could top tick the market. So not trying to update the P&L, not trying to. Last night, I wanted to go back and find my ETH $1,600 long. And then I said, why am I doing this? For my ego? To inflate my ego? It's not. If anything, I do that, and God sends his wrath down on ETH to teach me a lesson. So I did not retweet. Said I prayed to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and humbled myself. I will remain humble until it is impossible. Then I shall sell.
Love to see it. We talked about 5K ETH by the end of the month. We might get 5K ETH by the end of the week. Are we going to hit an all-time high?
Nope.
The next couple days here?
Nope.
No? Think we ping off 27? Chop?
I think we hit all-time high, but I don't know if we hit 5K. Like, I think Clemente has to get the tattoo, personally. But I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of buy pressure right now. A lot of buy pressure, which is good. I saw an interesting post. I think Stats posted it from – where's Stats post? You have SBET and Tom Lee have now acquired 1.5% of all the Ethereum supply. For comparison, it took 5 years for Michael Saylor to acquire 3% of Bitcoin. Incredible pace of accumulation. And this guy, D Johnson _CPA, he's the one who shared it. So they went from 10% plus of all volume for a single day raise of a bill, and now they're raising like another 20. I think they get it. I think that 20 bill happens. And I do think we get a push towards all-time high. I do think we get a push towards all-time high.
20 bill is a lot of buy pressure from one company coming onto Ethereum. Looking at the top holders right now. So BMNR, Bitmine Immersion, that's Tom Lee's. They're the ones who raised that 20. It was supposed to be 4.5. They raised it to 24.5. We talked about that yesterday. I mean, 5.4 bill is their current holdings. So this is going to 5x their holdings, essentially. More than 5x their holdings. 6x their holdings. They'll be sitting at 30 bill if they deploy that entire bag into Ethereum. But you have to imagine price is going to be going up as they do that. So wild. It's going to take them, it's going to take them close to their goals on supply, where they want to be.
Yeah, I think they get there. As crazy as it sounds, I think they get there.
5% in a hurry too. Like that is a very, very quick time to get to 5%. Yeah, I mean, we saw Solana pump overnight too. Like there's no institutional pressure there. Maybe it's people front running it.
Yeah. Not yet. I do think that's like the best bet right now on what the next one could be. Obviously you have things like DFDV, which have started to do so. DeFi Development Corp catching a bid today. It's over $20 pre-market. So that looks like it's finally found the bottom, which is great to see. Back over 20 is good for that. It seems chart looks nice, I will say. But yeah, I think that is probably the best bet right now for the next treasury company. The thing is, you won't see it for a couple months, truthfully, because ETH is still cheap in comparison. Like the Bitcoin strategy, you have a lot of companies buying that, MetaPlanet, obviously MicroStrategy, some of these others. There is a move that's yet to happen, and I do think it would be on Solana, especially with Bitcoin dominance looking how it is. You're going to see catch up across the board from a lot of things. My stream this morning, I talked a lot about, like, is it worth betting on the fastest horse or moving down the risk curve? you got to think ETH goes to 6K. It's a $1,300 move. So you're looking at about a 30-40% move. Bitcoin to 150K is a 25% move. Sol to 300 is a 33% move right now. Or no, actually a 50% move because that's $100 more. That's probably like where you can go. But I still think now it's like, do you take the bet on the fastest horse or go for the new shiny objects, which would be like the hype? You have this Link treasury company, which I'm bullish on. Those are like where I've kind of placed my chips, are these new shiny objects. It'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting to see. Personally, I don't think the ETH trade is done, but I do think you need to have a plan here. That's it. I think you need to have a plan. Whether it's, and I kind of outlined that too. I was like, dude, why would you not want to take 30% off at ETH all-time highs? Recognize some of that profit. Maybe we get a pullback, maybe not. I would have set targets. Call it 4,800, 6K for the majority of the bag between those two levels, and leave the moon bag for if we continue to just send. But dude, no market's perfect. Like nothing goes up forever. Even Bitcoin has had some serious drawdowns. The S&P has had serious drawdowns. We've never had institutional capital come into play. And with that, you can kind of figure out what the move is. I've been a big believer in always taking money out of the casino, especially these last two cycles. I've done an incredible job with it. And for me, I'm content with how much I've taken out. So me being able to now go farther down the risk curve, I'm long Hype, Pump, Link, Athena, and I'm content with that. Yeah, Eddie said Bitcoin's 2x all-time high. Why would you take profit at ETH all-time high? Because ETH is up 123% in 38 days. Like, you need to be realistic. At some point, I'm not saying sell the whole bag, but it's never a bad decision to recognize gains. Like, that's the truthful situation here. Like, I don't know what else more you can want on that. No money is recognized unless you take it out of the casino.
Yeah, I think that's very well said. Personally, I think a lot of people struggle with the emotional baggage of selling things and then watching them continue to go up. But if you think that way, then what you're literally saying is that you think that you're talented enough to top tick a market with your entire stack, which I think is very hard to do. And I know more people that, me personally, I have sold early so many times and look like an idiot on a 2-month time frame. And then if you fast forward a year later, it was a great sell. But I think this space, many people are afraid of missing if I held another 2 months, I would have made another 40 grand. I'm an idiot.
Have your targets, stick to your targets, and don't look back. Yeah. No, I've been dead set on my Solana target, and everyone's like, well, what if Sol goes to $1,000? I personally don't give a shit. I don't. Mentally, I've held it since it was less than $20. And for me to hit a 25x on size, I am totally fine with it. There is not a care in the world at that point because I can take that money and just hang out. You know what I mean? Like I can just throw it in some really boring boomer yield farm bullshit and just hang out. And people are gonna be like, well, you sold the bottom. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Like, so be it. Like, there's a lot of stuff there that, in my opinion, you will never time the top on everything. You will never time the top. There's always new opportunities, and you can't participate in new stuff if you don't have capital to do so. And in order to get capital, you have to sell stuff.
Yeah, I always wonder that about people that are like, max invested, but then they're always buying new things. I'm like, how, you guys are wizards. You guys are truly so.
You just keep making money appear out of thin air.
Yeah, and easy to your point on the. Sorry, Ray, for
you go ahead. You got it.
But just to your point on ETH, on the weekly, it definitely it looks extended. It looks overextended. It's a very weird chart because on the weekly it looks super overextended, but on the monthly, this is the first like green MACD flip. You know what I mean? So like the month.
That's the difference. Yeah. You can stay green MACD flip on the monthly and chop at all-time highs for 2 months and still
if
hold.
not longer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a great the larger time frames on ETH, even the daily. Like go look at the daily. Daily does look good. The thing is, you've had these candles before, even from 2,500 to 3,700. So could we run here up to 5K? For absolutely. But then could we chop at 5K for an extended period of time? Sure. Could we dip all the way back to 4K or 3,800? Absolutely. And you're still in a bullish uptrend. You're still in a bullish uptrend.
It's more likely that like ETH could potentially chop, Bitcoin could slow churn up, and like Solana makes the biggest move of them all to like 250, 260 or something.
100%. 100%.
Which is like a 30% return while the rest chop. Maybe Bitcoin goes up 5%.
But that's why, like, dude, if you don't have set sell targets, you're never going to be able to recognize profit. Plain and simple. Like, you need to be realistic about the market. And maybe I'm telling you this too early, but if that's one thing I can leave you for, it's like just take profit at some point, man, because you're going to be kicking yourself for not taking profit. I look at Min. Min had one of the best public trades I've seen on the timeline this cycle, buying the ETH dip at 2,600, I think was his entry, and he sold it yesterday. He was like, dude, I'm up 6 figures on leverage on an ETH long. I'm up 650%. Yes, I'm exiting. And I was like, that is, it's not often you're going to hit a 6x on size in any market.
Yeah, I mean, great trade. And I think the hardest part is taking profit. Kix was saying like the wizardry that goes into like how these people are max extended and still getting into new plays. I feel like what I'm end up doing is like I'm clipping 10, 25% of my winners and then using that capital to fund new trades. Essentially, I'm not pulling out of the casino right now altogether. I'm continuing to trade, and I do need like a good exit strategy on like where to start pulling everything out on the cycle. I mean, this move surprised me this week. Like I thought August was going to chop, and we'd see like a little bit more in Q4.
I'll tell you later
August running that, so like this make me a bit concerned.
I almost nailed the move. I said all-time highs late August, but we're mid-August. I wish we had like another week behind us for me to then victory lap it.
It might still be another week before we get all-time highs. There's no guarantee that we're going to be blasting through that here. We'll see though. I mean, it's nuts. Speaking of all-time highs, speaking of gems, speaking of things I can't wait to get my hands on, this show today is brought to you in partnership with Gemini. You can sign up at bodoggos.com/Gemini for their new credit card. Did you know that your credit card points and miles can lose value to inflation while they collect dust? Credit card companies often reduce the redemption value of your points and miles. Imagine a credit card with rewards that can grow in value. With the Gemini credit card, you can earn Bitcoin or one of over 50 other cryptocurrencies instantly. No annual fee as well. Every swipe at the store or gas pump earns you instant rewards in crypto deposited straight to your Gemini account. Plus, sign up now, get $50 worth of Bitcoin to kickstart your rewards. Go to bodoggos.com/Gemini to sign up today. If you're looking to grab some extra Bitcoin, Gemini credit card makes it easy. Easy. Love Gemini. I cannot wait to sign up for this credit card. I've been literally champing at the bit. Need my mortgage to go through so I can start applying for things like that without destroying my credit score in the short term. That being said, we've been talking for a bit. Maybe we'll get a little weather report action from Kix here. I'll send a little linky in the chat in case you didn't have it up already. But let's get through this and we'll start talking about the main topics today.
Sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Wednesday, August 13th. Altcoins continuing their run as Bitcoin held flat at 120K, Ethereum breaking above 4,700, and Solana running up on the day, cleanly over $200, Hype 46. The crypto total market cap surged to a new all-time high of $4.1 trillion as Bitcoin dominance dropped to a 6-month low of 59%. Ethereum ETS recorded $500 million of daily net inflows, crossing 2 billion of inflows this week. Next up, OKX's OKB token, why wouldn't they name it OKX, went on a massive run and gained 130% to a $32 billion FDV this morning. This comes on the back of an announcement from OKX that they will burn 65 million tokens and fix total supply at 21 million. Finally, Justice was served to Terra Luna bag holders as Terraform co-founder Kwon pled guilty to fraud and wire fraud charges. He will face up to a quarter decade in prison. That is it for the weather report. Back to you in the studio.
Excellent weather report as always, Kicks. EJ, I didn't catch your show this morning. Did you talk about this OKX thing at all?
No. I mostly like talked about macro stuff and like was just discussing a lot about like, do you rotate to the new stuff? When do you take profit? I'm still seeing a bunch of the comments here, which are funny to me. People are like, saying like, why would you take profit now? It always blows past all-time high. Cool. I just think you need a strategy. I'm not saying the market's topped here by any means. Like by any means, I don't think the market's topped. But I missed the OKX thing like completely.
Yeah, this is wild.
I mean, if anything, I think it makes you bold. That's my take.
This thing just blew past any all-time high it had. Previous all-time high at like $63.
Yeah, well, I think it's just like it's a burn like re-rating, right? Is how you could kind of look at it.
Yeah, I mean, well, they have the total supply. If it was 300 million total supply before, they just burned down to 21 million, burned and locked. So I don't know exactly what's going on here, but
I'm kicking Clemente's ass, by the way.
Yeah, is that why he's not on the show today?
Probably. I'm up 4% on the account in 48 hours, which is great. I think he's down like astronomically.
Yeah, I have to imagine. Did you hear this bet, Kicks?
I was on the show.
You were?
Oh, no, I was listening to you guys. Yeah, I thought Clemente was an absolute dumbass for accepting the terms and conditions of the deal. Why? Like, he makes all of his money trading meme coins, not picking meme coins to hold for a month. And yeah, I think Easy's going to wreck him.
Yeah, holding quality altcoins versus being forced to bag hold meme coins over an entire month. Well, the thesis is, I guess, like he just needs one to like 10x, essentially.
Yeah. Good luck.
But the issue is one of those, like, dude, look at the troll chart. The dude literally bought at like 230 mil market cap. It's down under 140. Like a 10x at this point is like, you need a 10x, but you also need everything else to not drop 90%.
Yeah.
Like the thing was, he couldn't. There was no weighted changes and stuff. He got the complete shit end of the stick.
Yeah, I don't know how I agree to it. I need to make up a watch list with all the tickers on Deck Screener to track the Easy versus Clemente, so we can pull that up occasionally. But
do you guys remember back in the day when I bought a V1 Punk to make fun of Nick's Punk for 5.25 ETH?
Are you almost even?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no. I think it's probably worth like 4 ETH. I mean, did I buy it when ETH was like $1,200? Yes. So technically I'm up big, but if I just held the ETH, I don't know if I swapped from cash to buy it or if I use some of my ETH. But I'm up in USD, potentially stupidly down in ETH terms. But I don't know. Should I hold it or should I sell it? Kind of want to sell it.
Sell it.
What are
maybe I'll just list it with what I bought it.
What are these things done? I mean, they followed punks essentially. Looks like.
Kinda.
Yeah, just list it. Why not?
I mean, people are buying them for like 3-4 ETH.
Yeah, I mean,
that's another tool. Just 20 grand that was like worth like 2K fucking 3 months ago. I'm like, to Easy's point of, you got to pick a time to sell. I don't know, like that.
This feels like a good time to sell a V1 CryptoPunk.
Yeah,
if I'm being honest, that's like one thing I can see, like trimming some of like the stuff on the outside of the portfolio, on the outskirts. Punks at 52.5 ETH, just under 250K USD for punks. Yeah, I mean, this is great to see. You need a lot to go.
Sorry, is it how much are they, like when you could have bought them for 50K back when ETH was collapsing in 2022? Was it still at 50 ETH? Meaning, like my point is like, Has it appreciated solely because of ETH, or has it appreciated despite ETH?
I'm going to pull up a time chart that's going to have ETH price and USD price side by side. That's just going to take me a minute, so bear with me. The site takes a little bit to load. It's actually a company I used to work for that was acquired by Floor, that then rebranded to Rally, and then was acquired by OpenSea. So this is where I got my start in Web3. This is WGMI.io. But we can look at the CryptoPunks chart, USD and ETH here, going back to 2021. So where were we looking at here, Kicks?
So we were looking at like that, I think.
This is like 2022. So we had the crash here, right? In 2024.
Yeah, but this is the crash in 2022 is where it dropped to $50. See, 50K, like the floor USD.
Yeah, right.
But see, it was the floor was 50 in ETH, right?
Yeah. The floor is still right around 50 ETH.
Yeah. So it hasn't appreciated at all outside of ETH appreciating. I think that's kind of underspoken, really.
Yeah, that's like super interesting. Anyone who is holding a CryptoPunk here is break even essentially.
Yeah, relative to ETH.
Yeah, in USD terms. Or in ETH.
Yeah, you're like up in USD. Like if you swapped USD into ETH, bought the CryptoPunk there, then you can say you're up a 5x, right? But if you it was ETH you would have held otherwise, and you swapped ETH in there, you're just flat.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
And then we did hit a high. Like these people are just like in trouble. 83 ETH purchases here.
Like if you sold there and held the ETH, you're up 30 ETH on the floor, which is 120 grand.
Do we see 80 ETH again for punks? Do we see 100 ETH again for punks?
Well, to Easy's point about chopping, because what's interesting is actually in 2021, the move up and like the chop happens late August going into September, and ETH chopped during that range, during that period of time, and NFTs really went running, right? So like the question is like if ETH sits between 4,600 and 5K for a month, do you get kind of banana alt moves? Maybe NFTs catching more of a bid. It'll be curious to see how that plays out.
Yeah, ETH NFTs seem to have been holding up like fairly well and like even moving with ETH, which has been interesting. Like I'd say over the last couple months, like the major NFT collections, well, at least some have been moving up with each ETH. Like you see Moonbirds, Pudgies, and a few others moving up, and CryptoPunks moving up in floor price in ETH terms as ETH moved up. So it's been like really leveraged bets. If you were bullish on a couple NFT projects, you were doing better than just holding ETH itself, and I thought that was fairly interesting. Another callback from earlier this week. I was completely wrong on Fartcoin. I think this was maybe yesterday or the day before. We talked about Fartcoin. I was like, I don't know. I kind of want. My gut's telling me to short it here, and I said it's not a like leverage bet on Solana, and we see Solana pump, and Fartcoin, of course, runs back over 1 billion on the day, up almost 30% on the day. So showing some signs of life, bouncing off a fib here, I believe, on the all-time high. Are we interested in Fartcoin now, running back to all-time highs?
Yeah.
Would you take a leverage trade on Fartcoin? Was that yes, Easy?
Yeah, not a big leverage, but I mean, my big thing here is like, I almost lean like it was a little bit of a pullback.
You're talking about the pullback from 1.6 to almost 800.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been chopping in that range for a bit. It's like triple. It's now hit that 800 million mark 4 times. It's been defended successfully each time. Seeing it again here as Solana rallies. But yeah, seeing strength. I mean, if it broke below this line, I was almost 100% going to be shorting it. But now we'll see. Market tells you something.
Yeah, I think Fartcoin had his day in the sun. I mean, it's still $1 billion. That's pretty fucking.
Well, that was my thought process. Like, if it's funny the first time it ran up, is it going to be equally funny the second time it runs up?
Yeah, because I always lean to the buy the new shit.
Right.
But like, you don't want to short,
memes, dude. Like this shit's been on SNL. It's been everywhere. And I do think like Fartcoin is like the coin for like memes. It's been listed a bunch of places. Feels decent, but like I don't know, man. I'm not terribly interested in it.
I definitely wouldn't want to short this going if you think Q4 does well, because then you're shorting against everything going up. I think if you don't like it, then you maybe look to short it when everything's euphoric, thinking it would break down the hardest. But yeah, I'm not touching it either way.
If we see another 10-20% ripper out of Solana, you're just going to get absolutely crushed on shorting Fartcoin right now.
Yeah,
so you're like kind of at the mercy not only of Fartcoin but of Solana, which is on a heater.
Yeah, and I've just thought about how like shorting like pretty much like anything is just a dangerous thing to do.
Don't short anything right now.
When your currency is being debased. Yeah.
Don't short anything right now.
Like if you're shorting anything, you're basically shorting the company and also betting against like the dollar being devalued. So you're like taking a double bet, which is I don't really like at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the only thing is like, I mean, I guess you can.
I would just like long Solana and leverage to 260 probably.
I mean, this looks nice. This is touching 200. We tested 200 back in July. Easy. What are your thoughts on Solana here? Do we break through? And if we do,
220
long to 220. If we break over,
yeah, I mean,
what?
that feels like the logical play here. I think you got 223 and then 255, 253. But you want to break over this 2037 area. That's like the big line I'm closely watching. It's 2037.
So we close
We're
over
like right at
2037 at noon. We're going long.
Maybe if we get the 4-hour close over it, yeah, it looks good to keep going. Dude, we're just when the market's this hot and everyone's just like, oh, keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. I'm like, is it though? Like, I get a little nervous. DXY still looks like dog water. I posted in that easy modes thing in the Bodago's Discord and just said, like, pretty simply, I was like, the main thing you just need to watch here is the S&P. S&P makes a new all-time high. The rest of the market will follow. And the S&P is back-to-back days of all-time high.
Yeah, I think we had 64.40 yesterday on the S&P. 64.70 now. Market just opened up on the day already. Love to see that. Continue to run there on the back of CPI. I saw Scott Bessent was calling for 2 rate cuts in September. So now that they've got one almost a lock, and they're going for that second one now. So one's not enough.
I'd be euphoric if we got 2 this year.
If we get 2 in September, I think everything sends. Like that's when I would consider taking something off the table. If we get a surprise 2 rate cuts September, like everything is going to giga rip. I'd be looking to take some off the table after something like that. I've been just trading meme coins like over the last week. Like we got into it because we're going to be launching with a new partner. You're going to hear more about this partner in the coming weeks. But I've been like doing well, like just trading new launches, and that's like keeping me away from like doing over rotation on some of the trades I'm in right now. So find something like if you're in good plays right now, I mean, take profit. But like chasing right now as we're hitting these new highs is like tough. So I'm just trying to find ways where I can just like still click buttons, stay active, but also not like blow up my stack in my bag. Like leverage trade right now. Like I was doing a lot of leverage trading, but as we're like really pumping, it's just hard for me to like find value. Everything's going up constantly. It's hard for me to like see like, okay, I don't want to short with everything going up. Everything's already pumped. It's hard for me to pick a good spot to long. I don't have Easy's like skill on the short time frames to be able to really predict these things, but that's been my strategy now. Kix, I want to talk to you a little bit about Zora. Have you done anything else in Zora? It looks like we've had like a small pullback in the ecosystem over the past like 3-4 days. I think Zora token after ripping has cooled off. A lot of the creator tokens have cooled off 10-20%. I've noticed from my portfolio, still up from when I bought, which felt late. Thesis still there for Zora. Are you interested in like continuing to add Zora creator tokens? I know you're sitting on a pretty good position on Zora. Like, are you basically all in on Zora at this point? You're not adding more. You're just gonna be looking to take profit.
Great question. I think that I haven't developed like a strong enough thesis on the creator coins to like go bananas on them. I think if I see like an interesting um, opportunity on there, like something new launches, maybe I'll deploy more capital. But I'm fairly happy with my exposure right now, um, and I think that it probably needs to cool off here. And I mean, maybe even like retest that previous all-time high down at 300 million, and then maybe blow off in September, October, where I would look to exit. Um, I was really tempted to, because the last blow off top looked like a short liquidation. I was really tempted to close my leverage when it was at like 0.14.
Mhm.
But I didn't because I'm greedy. So now we ride for hopefully another 2x from here.
Yeah, I mean, we ran this thing. I think we started talking about it towards this bottom, 178 mil circulating. It's
Yeah.
done a 2x since then. I think you got in a little bit later, but still caught most of this upside.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a clean 2x right now,
Yeah. So
or
love to
just
see
under.
that.
It was a clean 2x at 400 million. But yeah, I think it's likely to keep moving. Also, it synergizes nicely with Coinbase's um, like ability for people on Coinbase to trade on the Coinbase DEX.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think if you wanted to like try to find a beta play here, probably the ZBT, the number one coin. Why not just long that and say that's going to be the AI XBT? That's probably the one play I would make. Um, but
I jumped in here. I also bought his first piece. Was my other thought.
nice. I think you got it like 650, right? It's
Yeah.
850 now.
Yep. I'm up on almost almost everything we bought. I was buying live on show. We can go back to that stream and you can look at all the random stuff I bought. Kix told me a couple plays. I bought a couple other pieces as well. We're seeing more creators over 1 million. Like we didn't have this many creators over 1 million before.
Yeah.
So it's
I
good
think
to
it's
see.
just probably like similar to like a virtuals play, right? Where it's like you it, you would been kicking yourself so hard, right? If you got in early to virtuals on stuff and then you sold those things for like 2 or 3 X's and they did like 100 X's. You know what I mean? So I just feel like the setup being 2025, I'd rather round trip everything in Zora than miss a blow off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Even if even if it's a 30% chance of a blow off and a 70% chance that you round trip, I think the risk reward is still there. Because I think the blow off would be like ZXBT going to 75 million, right? So it's like, even if it's a 30% chance we get some Zora September blow off banana shit, um, I think the risk reward is still there on those things. In fact, I may just sell everything else and put it into ZXBT after saying that.
Interesting. Yeah, I went more of like a basket approach where I'm just like throwing small amounts in creators that I think can appreciate.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to like form a strategy like, hey, maybe I just like take initials on those when we get to like maybe closer to like a 2x or even like
Yeah.
50% gain, and then to rotate them into like a ZXPT. So like that's like the largest pie of my Zora allocation. And he continues to send. So like the thesis here, this is basically just like Zora native autonomous on-chain artist. So this is like Botto essentially for Zora.
Yeah.
Thought process.
Yeah. And who is that said, how often do you buy spot coins versus leverage? People say they're buying, but later it comes out they're just using leverage. I bought like 70% of my Zora bag is spot, and 30% is leverage. And I personally don't like trade leverage risky, meaning that like if I'm doing 3x leverage, I'm just treating it as if I spot bought that same amount. Like I'm not trying to actually leverage my portfolio. It's just like I have a certain amount of money on Hyperliquid and I'm like, cool, it's super easy to literally click a button and get into a position. But I'm not like I'm not doing leverage like some people do leverage where like you're overextending yourself, meaning that like if I make a 10K buy on 3x leverage, then I put 3,300 in there, but I'm like treating it as a 10K spot buy in terms of like my risk management. Because I think that if I tried to overextend myself, I would vomit. But there's a lot of people that are really good at it, so I'm not knocking it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll only put like 10% of my hype bag into anything max, and I'll just take those smaller swings as well on leverage. But the thing is, like, funding can eat you up if you have to hold for a long period of time on some of these.
Yes, it very much eats you up. Like you should be using it for short-term things.
Yeah, like so like I was more like long-term bull Zora, and I got in a long after you were basically completely in the position. I was like, I'm not missing this, but I'm going to take leverage on it so that I can capture more upside. Like I entered it in like at a lower position essentially, and it ran like pretty hard. It ran like 20, like almost 20%. And I was like, okay, well that was pretty hot. I'm just going to cut it here, and I missed a lot of the upside because I'm short-term trading with leverage. So that's like the benefit of holding that spot bag. You're not at the whim of like worried about liquidation. You're not at the whim of funding. So it's a lot easier to hold those spot bags opposed to like continually checking your leverage positions, making sure you have your limit set, stop loss, etc. So,
and if you don't like leverage, just buy Hyperliquid, and you'll just make money off of other people leveraging.
Oh man, Easy. What buttons have you been clicking? Have you just been doing leverage? Have you done anything else? Have you looked around? What have you been up to?
I've been trading memes mostly. Sold over 200 means the meme market's hot. I bought that orange coin last night, orange era, right? I bought it. I didn't get in early by any means. I bought it at 7.9 million market cap, and it sold overnight at 12. So like small trade, but I put decent size into it. I thought it would end up catching like a decent bounce bid, which I was happy about. I was like, okay, cool. Not a crazy trade, but ended up getting out around like 12.7. It ran to 15. After that, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, I got in a little higher, 8.36. So I got like a 50% gain on it. I felt a little bit better buying size on some of this like the meme market seems like if something's running, you can basically buy it after the fact on the first couple dips, and it'll catch a bid at some point to at least get you in the green on stuff that's over a couple mil. For whatever reason, people seem to be a little bit more comfortable right now blasting into some of these higher market cap memes. I'm holding Chainlink, Athena, Hype, and Pump as like longer term alt plays that I just think are underpriced right now. Specifically Hype and Pump. I think you could buy a Hyperliquid and Pump fund and sit on them for the next 90 to 120 days. And you're going to be extremely happy with the outcome. I think Pump goes to 10 bill and I think Hype goes to $150. I think Chainlink goes to 100. And someone commented, was like, aren't you upset that Chainlink Treasury dumps 1.4 bill a year? They don't anymore. Yeah, they don't anymore. Now they are. That's why they announced a treasury company that's just going to be buying off the market link. So I like plays like that. Athena's buying back 8% of its market cap. Chainlink's buying back a ton of capital. Hyperliquid's buying back a ton of capital. Pump is using 97% of daily revenue, which is $2 million a day, to buy more of their own token. They own almost 1% of the supply. It feels good.
I love it because they were like, we're going to do 20%. Now they're like, okay, we'll just do 100, I guess.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Nick, GM, welcome to the show. Right on time, looking fresh. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling all right. I'm in alignment with Easy, and I just want to add, if I'm not making $50,000 to $100,000 a day, it's a bad day.
I love the insight. Thank you for that. Are you trading at all right now? Are you still into the leverage trading? I know you were pretty deep in it last week. How have you made out?
I'm up. My whole portfolio is up on the perps. I had been down, so like my Hyperliquid I had been holding when it had gone down, and I was like, this sucks, and so I sold it. I bought back like 20% of that trading portfolio, which is like it was either $50,000 or $60,000. Went back into a spot for buying Hyperliquid, but I've been doing everything else with perps. and I got chopped a ton, but I'm up 20% or something like that. I mean, honestly, if I just held Hyperliquid, it would probably be comparable. I think I'm outperforming it though still, which is good. But the getting chopped on the day-to-day trading is rough. I've learned a lot from that process.
So when you're saying getting chopped, you're basically, paying fees. You're over trading essentially, and like winning some, losing some. Like, is that what you mean here?
Chopped means when the market goes sideways, you're moving in and out and losing trades, basically, because it's going sideways for a period of time or down. And so you're just taking losses, stop losses hitting, all these other things happening, and you're getting kicked out of your trades / chopped out.
Have you done more shorting or longing?
I'm almost exclusively long.
I find that I'm the same way right now. I don't know if that's just tendency or market dynamics with everything going up and just trying to be bullish.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, the reality is if everything, like I'm looking at my overall portfolio, like my whole crypto holdings, and it's up 6% today. But if I look at how much I've made on my leverage positions, I'm up. Like, I got kicked out of Hyperliquid. I had a position, and I had bought it for what was my? I want to see what I had bought. So I made 50% in a day. Whereas, so yesterday I made 50%. Whereas today, my whole crypto portfolio is up 6%. But that's the upside of holding those positions. The downside is when it's going down, if you're using stop losses and stuff like that, it's not great. I've kind of eliminated the stop losses in the bull market.
It's so dangerous.
Especially
after this hot run.
Trump comment, and that thing fucking nukes, dude.
Take a note of that right there.
What?
I'm just taking a note on my checklist of euphoria signs. Nick has stopped using stop losses. So check that bingo.
Obviously, I'm watching the chart.
Yeah, if you walk away, gotta have a stop loss. Gotta have a stop loss there.
No, but I think going into Q4, I think we could have a bad, September could be bad randomly.
I don't think it's bad though. I think when we say bad right now, it's chop. You're just gonna sit in a range. I don't think we see any 40% pullback. The tariff stuff.
Well, I didn't say 40%.
You said bad. Bad is not 5%.
It could be down 5 to 10%. I think that's devastating.
Now that you put it that way, yeah, my 40x leverages on Bitcoin would be absolutely astronomically down if we dropped 5%.
I'm saying 5 to 10% is a substantial move when you're trading leverage. I don't have most of these positions, though. I'm in a position where I don't even have let's see. My liquidation price on Solana is 92. My liquidation price on ETH is 1,000. My liquidation price on Hyperliquid, I don't even have one. Chainlink, no liquidation point. So I'm not overexposed.
Okay, that makes more sense. You're trading with smaller size compared to your total portfolio, so your risk isn't quite as high.
I'm risking on my perps usually upwards when I'm up high is 25 grand.
And that's leveraged, right? You're not leveraging 25 grand 5x, right?
I'm leveraging at 10x.
You're leveraging 25 grand 10x. So you're
to $250,000.
Okay.
What? Why else are you playing? What are you?
Why else are you playing? Why else are you playing? Indeed. Hey, Nick, can you do some charting for me?
I don't have a gambling mentality. I'll get to the chart in 1 second. I just want to clarify something. It's not like I'm a gambler here, but I need to make an extra couple $1 million on this cycle. Does anybody disagree with that?
I don't disagree.
I'm not in. Look, minimum retirement is $5 million. That's like you're chilling. You take the $5 million, you put it to the side. You're just earning a couple $100,000 a year on interest. That to me is
Bro,
the
you
minimum.
can farm stables on like audited platforms and
send it over to Blast.
a
get
quarter
some
mil a
USDP.
year just doing nothing, doing absolutely fuck all. Nick, I will say when Solana hits $450 though, don't be surprised to receive a 2 weeks notice in your email inbox.
Can you
Okay.
give 2 weeks?
You're
gonna give 2 weeks?
Okay. Well, it might not be a 2 weeks notice. It might just be like, hey, I'm taking a 2-week vacation to just golf for 14 consecutive days. I'll see you when I'm back. Well, I'll see you when I break 80.
I just think that there's a need for this extra $1 million. Kicks, what are you looking for? You know, how much money are you looking for
Kicks
right
wants
now?
$43,000 to buy an SUV. Like that's all he wants, dude. He wants $43,286 to buy a Suburban.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Why
I'm
aren't
still
you
looking to make
playing
my
with
first million.
your child's future?
I don't know. Once you have multiple kids, you start getting a little risk averse. Maybe you start turning into a pussy. No, I'd be happy with a good cycle.
What would a good cycle be like? You add $500,000, you add $1 million, you
I'd be
add
happy
2
with that.
million.
I'd be happy with $500,000.
I'm looking to add 2 to 3 million.
I like that.
But by the end of next year.
I like that.
So
That's high.
what Ray, you don't want to add 2 to 3 million?
I do. I think my goal is closer to 500K. I mean, you're playing with more capital than I am initially too, so it makes sense.
Not really. Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't know how much money I have.
I'm saying my portfolio, my overall portfolio
Right.
is looking pretty good. But like, I'm looking at it right
He probably
now.
has 10x your money, and he's like, not really, bro. We're like on the same field. We're playing the same game.
We both put the same helmet on every morning. Like we're
Exactly.
fine, dude.
I put on my pants every day, just like you.
Let's just say this, Nick. If Hyperliquid goes to $400, I'll be pretty happy.
$400.
Yeah.
I saw a
Might be
clip
next year.
yesterday, and a guy asked him in an interview, says, "How much do you have?" You know what his answer was?
More than you.
Enough.
Yeah. That's what me. I feel like I have enough. I feel like I'm happy. I more care about I want to like build something that makes an impact on the world.
Look at how cute this guy is. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I want
Nick,
to change lives.
I don't know. I golfed with the guy earlier this week that doesn't even probably own a single crypto and is in like insurance sales and makes a fuck ton of money. And you know,
How's that 40x long looking?
What do you mean?
Oh, good, I'm rich.
the Bitcoin 40x long, since as you mentioned it, Bitcoin has just been on an absolute missile.
Bitcoin right now should go to 150.
It's not gonna go 150.
Are you actually on a substantial long with Bitcoin, Easy?
No. I'm long Link, Pump, Hype, Athena.
I'm very interested in going super long Bitcoin here for a moment.
I'm long Pump, Link, Athena, Hype.
If we break out of 122 here, 122, 313, 122, 313. I'm just looking at this top here. If we break past this, I mean, this thing, I do genuinely feel we're headed towards 160. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. That said, the past 24 hours or whatever has been incredibly, this line, we could probably move to right here. The past 24 hours has been insane. And generally speaking, I'm looking for a pullback on substantial runs. But the run can last a while. I think right now, Hyperliquid should do at least hit, something like 50 is the target on Hyperliquid right now on this short-term run. ETH, I mean, what's all-time highs? 48 something?
Like 48.69-ish. I think it's the Binance high.
Bitcoin is absolutely sending, though. I like this.
I was gonna say I want to look at the Bitcoin dominance. BTC.D is the ticker, Nick. Like seeing if we're gonna get into like true altcoin season. It's been
Let's see here. BTCD. I mean, we've been in altcoin season, haven't we?
I mean, like I feel like we're entering it this week. It feels like.
Maybe. Someone says
like,
Nick's light mode charts. I can't figure out how to get the fucking dark mode on the charts, okay? I've tried it.
Dude, I gotta vent this out. Despite the fucking market pumping, I got a fat leak somewhere in my house. There's just water funneling in through a wall.
Where?
So
What?
that's happening. They're paving the road in front of my house. I went to go get coffee this morning. They made me parked three blocks away. I don't even know what. They didn't even tell me they were doing this shit. The lady just drove out through the pavement. So now I got to deal with that. There's concrete on her fucking tires. She didn't even think. She just had to go to Starbucks. We're going through hell over here, guys. We're going through absolute hell
You
over
have
here.
water coming through the walls of your house?
Okay. So real quick, pull me up on the screen. Just me. I got to show you this thing. You won't be able to see it, but I can point to where it's happening. You see like this. Let me figure out where to point to it. That little joint right there where the wood is right there.
Yeah.
In the wall. Outside of this door is tile flooring, not wood. And the wood's slightly elevated. There's water coming out through a hole in the wall where it meets the wood and just steadily trickling out. It's been happening for like a day.
Is it raining?
I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? I don't know where it's happening. There's like a laundry room on this wall with a sink. I turned the water off in that room thinking it would stop it at the sink. Like just shut the water off. It didn't fucking stop it. So there's just like a small puddle that continues to form. I've gone through like 15 fucking towels.
Did you call your landlord?
Yeah, I'm waiting for like an emergency service to come out and figure it out. I just hope they don't have to rip the wall apart.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna make for a good podcasting backdrop.
I'm going through hell, man.
Did you try to turn off the water main?
Yeah. So that did stop it, but that also makes every sink and toilet in the house not have water either.
Right. Okay. So it is like a water leak.
There is a water issue, and I just hope it's not on the wall because then this entire fucking wall is going to be ripped out.
Right. And you're single floor, right?
What is that? Single floor. Yeah. There's no basement. It's Florida. There's no basement. They don't do basements here.
Right. And
there's not a pipe under the floor?
No, it's a pipe in the wall. For sure in the wall. But oddly enough, it started happening right when they ripped up the entire fucking road to repave it.
Interesting. Ruby says you're screwed. They're definitely going to open that wall up.
Yeah, I mean, there's no option not to.
Yeah.
No, they literally are going to have to rip the floor and the wall open. Like, this whole thing, gone.
Oh, man. Here we go. We got advice here. Joint linking right on the elbow. Heat spotter gun. You're going to find the cold spot. You're going to cut it out there.
Fucking great. Awesome.
Mr.
Delightful.
G, thank you.
Actually, shout out Mr. G. Shout out Mr. G. Because that's probably what it is. It's just annoying, dude. It's just fucking annoying.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on Polymarket and I'm gonna long the joint leak at the elbow in Easy's wall.
I will say my landlord's a goat. The pool heater broke. They paid $5,000 for it. Fixed that out of pocket.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. They're like, you guys have been incredible tenants. Incredible tenants. So they've covered every issue we've ever had. It's awesome.
I thought you bought the house.
No, fuck no, dude. Have you seen mortgage rates? Come on. Come on. When Solana hits 450, we can talk.
He didn't realize that he has a neighborhood adjacent to him that has like insane houses.
The dumbest homes I've ever seen in my life, dude.
When we were out there, we were driving around. He's like, wait, I didn't realize these exist.
They're like 4 times the size of this. Dude, this house is like, it's not a small house. And those ones are 3 times bigger. Like, my pool's got like a gate over it, like a lanai, like a net, like to keep bugs out. The houses down the street have 2 to 3 story lanais. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you could have a bird pet, like a bird thing in here, like a full terrarium. It's, yeah, I don't know. They put me to shame, which made me glad I didn't buy. I will say though, you know, at some point, yeah, he's gonna be a cash buyer here soon. The house across the street from me, directly across, is for sale at an interesting price, a very interesting price.
Hey, my house is about to go up for sale in Delaware. You can buy this one easy.
I'm gonna pass on that one, buddy. I really like the Florida situation. I'm not gonna lie to you. I might have to pass on Delaware.
Let's talk about these charts real quick here. Let's discuss them. Huh?
I love to
discuss them.
Let's do it.
Solana. So I have 2 versions of this chart that I'm looking at. Well, what the hell? I thought there was another version of this. Sorry, give me 1 second on Solana. Oh, this is the ETH one. Give me the Solana. Here you go. So this is what I'm looking at. And it is finding some resistance here. If Solana can break above this, this is why I'm like, okay, straight to 250. And I think it's playing catch up to ETH, which is about to break all-time highs. And so that's kind of what I'm looking at. Solana to me feels like, what are the 3 that you're in? Chainlink, ENA, Hyperliquid.
Athena. So Chainlink and Athena are ETH adjacent plays. Athena is a stable coin play on ETH, and Chainlink is a big treasury play. Every single Oracle right now references Chainlink. So those are the main 2. That's what I'm looking at. Hyperliquid and Pump Fund.
Oh, Pump Fund.
Mm-hmm.
What's the target on Pump right now?
10 billion.
See, I'd be up substantially. Got chopped out on Pump Fund, and then it immediately ran, which is literally what I keep making this mistake. Pump Fund is an interest. What's that?
Same exact thing happened to me there.
Really?
If I can give you a little advice, if you're setting your stop losses off of like chart levels, then stop loss hunters are going to hunt those exact levels. So you'd probably, if you're going to use stop losses, want to set them below whatever.
I set them below those. I think I was just I run into these things where I'm overexposed.
Yeah.
And I need to just like walk away for a period of time.
Yeah. Stop clicking.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better to not click. But this is such a key. I just look at this being a key level for Solana. If we can break above this and hold, I'm really targeting like 250 imminently. It also feels weird. Like I feel like we got a lot of juice out of this run. Bitcoin looking very nice though.
Going back to Solana, a lot of people, and probably some of us included, are like, hey, next time Solana gets up to 250 and things get crazy, we're selling. Like, are you a seller of Solana?
Bullish for the price to go so much higher, dude. Like the amount of people who are like, I can't wait to get out of this thing. ETH rejected off 4K how many times? Like, and then now that it's through, there's just no more 4K sellers. The same setup happens. It'll reject a couple times, and when it breaks, there won't be any sellers at $300, and you're gonna be like, holy shit, I wish I held. Like, market semantics. Send hype to $150.
Oh, no. Solana at least goes to 400. But my bigger concern right now, this is why I think the leverage is very interesting is because if my Solana goes to 400, I think 450 is at least reasonable here. And frankly, if we get a true altcoin run, I maybe more. But yeah, Solana to at least, I don't know, 450. I'm interested to see it really, the biggest thing is how ETH has been running. It's just so strong at this moment in time. Obviously, there's a lot of people buying it. This is ETH versus Sol. I don't know why it's .p. What does that mean? Is that right?
Just do
this. There we go. Solana versus Ethereum. This mini run is like so tiny, like just to catch up to where it was on dominance against ETH would be a 2x. And like, I don't know that, like right now, it feels like with the Bitcoin treasury or the ETH treasuries, that it's going to be hard for Solana to hit this level. But even if it comes close, let's say it goes up to 0.74 or something like that. I don't know, something in this range. You at least get almost 100%. You get 70% growth without anything happening. So that's with nothing happening, with ETH not even moving. So that would bring you to 340 with ETH not moving at all. And I think ETH, I still my target this cycle, 12,000. So if
When
you
do you
get
see this cycle ending?
when ETH hits 12,000,
It will never end. The 4-year cycle is gone. Up
um,
only forever. Look at the gold chart.
do you actually believe that?
I genuinely think Bitcoin is up only forever at this point.
Like no drawdowns above a certain percentage.
Yeah. Like dead serious. I don't think you see like these unless
Look at
like
this.
a COVID situation happens.
Here's
and
the gold
everything's over.
chart. September 11th.
What
Okay.
happened on that day, Nick?
China.
And you go all the way. That was September 11th, way before this.
Oh, when yeah, that thing happened.
Oh yeah, oh dark time. Yeah, when that thing
Dark
happened.
times.
It went from
That's 2001,
1,800 easy down to 1,000.
Okay. 80% drawdown. Now I'd love to see it.
That's not correct math.
90% drawdown.
Still not right.
67% drawdown.
44.
What?
1,800 to 1,000.
Oh yeah, that is right.
So an $800 drawdown.
900 would be 50%.
Whatever. Fuck math. You don't need it in this space.
That's what I was thinking.
I was like, who gives a shit? Price goes up. Okay, so you got that. What happened in that time period, though? What was the catalytic event? How'd the S&P perform? Did the dollar go up?
Between 2011 and 2015.
Was that like the first, second, or third war on terror we had? Where we got a bunch of oil?
Oh, I like this chart.
That's a good chart.
Hold on a second.
But even that, dude, a 40% dip? Okay.
Oh, here we go. To the dollar.
Yeah, dollar ripped.
Yeah.
So that's why. The dollar is so debased at this point and continues to decline. They got to do something, and I don't think they're going to for this.
Wasn't it
dollar
debased in 2020?
I mean, the
Yes.
dollar was debased in fucking, what is that, 20?
It still ran to all-time highs.
Mm-hmm. How high are interest rates?
During this time?
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh yeah.
I don't.
2022.
Mm-hmm.
When did higher interest rates take place?
I believe right around there.
Isn't the DXY stronger just probably in 2014 because like tech companies in the US exploded, and so they're importing a bunch of dollars?
I mean, hey, I like how you sound smart.
I don't know.
You know,
I'm just guessing.
Hey, yo, this motherfucker's spitting.
Well, he dropped his thesis that one day that we were on the show, and I was just like, "Where is this coming from?"
And we went
Dude,
all-time
that
highs
was
in
crazy.
2022 because like inflation was insane in all the other currencies compared to us, right? We were like the least inflating at that time.
Real quick, all my positions right now are up on Hyperliquid, which is almost concerning.
They're all up.
Yeah, I'm just making money.
Shit.
She.
Right now, I only have, I would say, 13,500, 17,500, 18,000, 19. I have $21,500 of exposure right now that's levered.
250,000.
Yeah, something like that. 80 plus 55 plus 46, 21 plus 7.
I really hope this leverage arc works out for you, man. I'm rooting for you.
I hope this leverage art. Dude, it's 10:12, Ray.
Yeah,
End the
I'm ready to
fucking
wrap.
show.
I wasn't gonna stop you.
What is
You were on a heater.
happening, dude? How did we go this long?
You were on a heater with the charts. At 10 o'clock, you said, "Hey, I'm gonna pull up the charts." I said, "All right, let's do it. I want to see the charts." Thank you all for listening. It's been a wonderful Tuesday. We ran a little long because we had a lot to talk about today, and we wanted to keep you
Because
informed.
Ray wanted to go long.
I love going long. I'll go long every day. We have stuff to talk about. You can catch this podcast on Apple, Spotify. You can watch us on YouTube. See, we're charting in real time. Thank you all for listening.